The moment of truth has come. So there is something very important I want to resolve right now. As you remember, the New York Times wrote in the article talking about the fake telegram. The correspondent said Danko Vasovic and Dusan Plenča, historian, were not available for the comment. Absolutely, that's not true. So now you're going to find out, you're going to hear for the first time about the biggest cover-up that was done here in radio television of Belgrade. I'm very sorry to tell you this, but I must share these things with you. Actually, that's a person, a woman. Her name is Mira Adanja Polak. She said, she's my guardian angel. Between you and me, she has even a Jewish origin. So she came to me and she said, you should give this interview only to me because I'm gonna take care about you and I will do my job on the best way. So I refused. Just imagine, there was 300 foreign journalists and correspondents, TV correspondents from all the world. I refused them all.
Es lebe die nationalsozialistische Bewegung! Es lebe Deutschland!
Tonight's episode, Mira Adanja Polak, or Guardian Angel story. I was in touch even with BBC, Channel 4, with Mr. Paul Watson, with Mr. Andrew Singer. I was in touch with the people from ZDF. There was Mr. Michael Beckham from independent TV producer from Granada Television. There was also people, a big interest in Yugoslavia, people from political magazine of Sarajevo. I refused them all. So I wanted to do as I promised, to give the exclusive interview to Mira Adanja Polak. But it's a catch-22. This interview has never put in the air and has never been transmitted. Why? Okay, my guardian angel played a very dirty role. She never told me I can't, or it's too dangerous, or it's impossible. She always told me next week, next week, next week. But what is important for you to know, had she transmitted this TV interview that lasted almost 2 hours, Kurt Waldheim will resign right away and the world will find out about the biggest cover-up that was done here in Belgrade because the small nucleus of people created the fake document that saved Kurt Waldheim for political reasons because Tito and the Soviets blackmailed Kurt Waldheim, who, let's say, in exchange did a lot of political important favors for them. So I was shocked when Mr. Dusan Tatomirovic, current editor of the Voice of America, came surprisingly one day in Belgrade. He said, you know, Danko, it's Mira who cheated you dirty. I said, I can't believe that. He said, yes, I'll tell you the story. And what is the story then? He told me that he, on request from the people of World Jewish Congress, even paid for the interview with me, and that was for their internal purpose, just to see who is this guy, this Danko Vasovic, who published the original file that Kurt Waldheim is a war criminal. Instead, what she did, she came to me, she said, I want to do and to make the TV interview for TV Belgrade. She played on my patriotism, that I should give exclusive interview only to her. And what's happened? I said everything. Normal reaction would be, in Belgrade would be discovered the biggest cover-up, real Watergate, let's call it the Waldheim Gate. Instead, the interview has never been transmitted, but there is a catch. Mira even never gave this tape to this gentleman, Mr. Dusan Tatomirovic, who said that to me. I must say that I was, let's say, very much suspicious towards him, towards his claim and the information that he passed to me. So I said, look, I cannot believe. What he did, he went straight to my home and I put the speakerphone. So I heard the whole story. He said, "Hi Mira, how are you?" Of course, she didn't know that I was listening to the conversation. Well, she said, you're just here talking from Belgrade? He said, yes, I'm here. The point is, he said, well, look, Mira, I think it's time to give me this tape with this TV interview with Danko. She said, look, I told you I don't have it. Police took it from me. And then Mr. Tatomirovic said, okay, then if you can't give me the tape, then please give me these $5,000 that I gave you. She said, don't ask me for this money ever, never, because I already spent all this money. So just imagine how I was shocked when after 18.5 years, in silence, because I never, after that episode, contacted Mira Adanja Polak, one day she surprisingly called me by phone. That was the day when she read in the newspaper that I was rehabilitated. So she wanted to make an interview with me. Everybody who saw that TV interview, it was exclusive one, believed that she's my friend. So that's why, and I'm talking about these things, and I share this full story with you because I want you to understand and to know what is the real story behind. So she called me and she made the interview, I agreed, and look how she played the double game. You will see the parts of that interview, and then you will see even the parts of that interview that has been put into the safe. So now, please, take a look what Mira Adanja made as her story, exclusive story, with me, 19 years, after a big pause on 19 years.
Znate kako, rehabilitacija u našem društvu nije česta, a rehabilitacija novinara je jako retka. Danko Vasović je dobio zakasnelo priznanje u svojoj matičnoj kući koje je doneo ekskluzivnu vest o aferi Waldheim i ja sam bila tamo. Vidim da ste se smestili. Ovdje sam u domu Danka Vasovića na Avali. I pre nego što sam došla, razmišljala sam koliko se nas dvoje nismo vidjeli. Od koje godine? Da li možete da se setite?
Kako da ne? Znači, tačan odgovor je od polovine februara 88. Kad smo bili u onoj knjižari čuvenoj preko puta politike u Cetinskoj. To je bio veliki intervju, više od 1 sata. Trebalo je da obelodani svetu, znači, jednu veliku zaveru, veliki Watergate, ali nažalost do toga nije došlo. Stvar je očigledno bila zataškana sa najvišeg mesta. I ti bi stvarno mogla da mi pomogneš u smislu da mi kažeš šta se zaista desilo sa tim intervjuom.
Sa tim intervjuom se desilo isto ono što se sa vama desilo od 1988. godine i jedne neverovatne ispravke ili izvinjenja koje Večernje novosti prvi put, verovatno u istoriji našeg novinarstva, gde novinar koji je izgubio pravo da se bavi svojim poslom, a to je bio slučaj sa Dankom Vasovićem, to je sa vama, da se rehabilituje i da mu se vraća godišnja nagrada, da njegov raskid radnog odnosa sa Večernjim novostima više ne važi i kao neka vrsta izvinjenja. To se događa upravo ovih dana i to je prosto neverovatno. To se dogodilo sa mojim intervjuom. Ja nisam mogla da ga objavim. Bilo je različitih tumačenja. Svi su smatrali da je to jako opasno. Ja se iskreno nadam da novinar neće imati više priliku da piše ovakvu izjavu. Izjava Danka Vasovića, rukovodiocu Večernjih novosti. Dana 2. marta 1987. godine ni po čijem nalogu nisam obavljao međunarodni telefonski razgovor na engleskom jeziku. Istina, ja sam razgovarao na engleskom jeziku, ali je to bio španski novinar lista Marka, senjor Bernardo Calvo, sa kojim sam se upoznao 2. marta na aerodromu Surčin, kojim je tom prilikom dao kompletan sastav tima Reala, a ime novinara i sastav tima objavljeni su u našem listu 3. marta. U potpisu Danko Vasović, 4. mart 1987. godine. Danko Vasoviću, hvala vam puno.
Hvala vama, bilo mi je zadovoljstvo. Naročito na vašem iskrenom priznanju da je vaš intervju sa mnom bio, znači, blokiran 18 godina. To je jedno zaista vredno priznanje, ja vam se zahvaljujem.
Ne, ja samo nisam želela da prođem kroz sve ono kroz što ste vi prošli.
Bili ste mudri, čestitam i na tome. Napravili ste pravi izbor. Ali dobro da smo se našli ovoga, makar posle 18 godina.
Mali dug vama.
Čestitam. Dozvolite mi da prekršim sve džentlmenske običaje da muškarac prvi pruži ruku dami. Hvala. Now, please take a look some excerpts from the interview that Mira Adanja Polak made with me 20 years ago, the interview that she said that was lost or taken by police. Instead, it was in her private archive. Now take a look of some excerpts that she put in there 18 years later. You will see that I gave, on the basis what she transmitted later, some very important informations. You will understand how deep meaning has that interview and how important could be that the world find out and get all this information in the right time, in the right moment. But obviously that was not the case with Mira Adanja Polak.
Moj kolega Danko Vasović pravio jedan intervju sa Kurtom Waldheimom i tom prilikom imao zaista, što se kaže, razgovor tet a tet, oči u oči, u 4 oka. I tom prilikom mu postavio suštinsko pitanje. Da li ste, gospodine Waldheim, ikada bili u Jugoslaviji? Dobili ste odgovor koji?
Ja se izvinjam, Miro, ja sam ga doslovno pitao. Gde ste bili za vreme Sutjeske? To je bilo pitanje.
I šta je on odgovorio?
Pa on me iznenađeno pogledao. To je trajalo otprilike 5 sekundi. Rekao, Sutjeska. Nastavili smo da se gledamo, to je trajalo novi 5 sekundi. Onda je začuđeno pogledao svog savjetnika Petera Šacera. To je bilo za vreme izborne kampanje po Tirolu. Tačan datum je 11. mart. Bio veoma sunčan, lep dan. Ja sam rekao, da, Sutjeska. Vrlo nonšalantno leže. Kako Kurt Waldheim nikako nije mogao da se seti o čemu se radi, savjetnik Peter Šacer ga je podsjetio, Švarc operacion. I Kurt Waldheim je žustro reagovao. Nemam veze sa tim. Kada je bila Sutjeska, ja sam bio Arsakliju kod Soluna. A rekao, Kozara kad je bila? Kad je bila Kozara, ja sam bio u Tirani.
I vi tada pišete knjigu koju objavljujete u Norveškoj. Ta knjiga postiže jedan veliki uspeh